helping our children deal with anger is a very tricky place. If you have not formed a relationship, that's the first thing you have to do. All these principles are secondary. That's the first thing. Form a relationship. We have started this episode on anger. We have done now about 4 episodes we have done. 3 episodes we have done on anger. This is the 4th episode, and it's been very, very powerful as I begin to share. Now, helping our children deal with anger is a very tricky place. Why I'm saying tricky is because you should definitely have a relationship formed with your children before you help them deal with that anger. If you have not formed a relationship, that's the first thing you have to do. All these principles are secondary. That's the first thing. Form a relationship. Because if you try to teach them something about this or help them deal with anger without forming a relationship, they will reject. They will reject. We have to be in that place where we have formed a relationship. Now, I've always shared one Bible verse from the book of Proverbs and then a practical a principle. Now, the Bible verse 3:30, Proverbs chapter 3 verse 30, do not contend with a man for no reason when he has done you no harm. Do not contend with a man for no reason when he has done you no harm. It's a beautiful principle where we teach our children saying, hey, don't unnecessarily pick up fights. Don't unnecessarily pick up fights. I know there are certain coping mechanisms we see with our children. Some people fight, they don't fight. But some people fight all the time. Some people freeze, some people flop, some people, fake. A lot of different coping mechanisms. Now, it's very important for you to understand as parents, as teachers, as grandparents, as caretakers, for us to understand is that we have to help our children be in a world where you don't have to all the time be in the center of a tsunami, center of a problem. You don't have to be. Be wise. See how careful you can be to navigate through. Some teenagers are very good, in the way they do it. But sometimes some of the children, especially that 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, sometimes they don't understand this principle. They're like, why can't I fight? I know how to fight. And I know what he did, I know sometimes it's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. Why? You want to see peace in your life. You don't want to be in that place of stress, of anger, right? Now, one of the practical principles I'll give you as parents, teachers, caretakers, and grandparents, do some role playing, especially with their younger kids, role playing. Even with the older kids, role playing will help. What's role playing? Basically, engage them in role playing scenarios. Okay, this is the scenario. Your friend is now coming and getting upset with you, and how are you going to react? Okay, so let's do first the wrong way of reacting. So your friend has come and so you behave like a friend and coming and shouting and things like that. What's a wrong way of doing it? So that person, wrong, things like that. That time you might even know how they have reacted before. And then you say, oh, that's fantastic. You did very well. Okay, now I'm going to come again. Now what's the right way of doing it? And maybe teach them some principles and make them do it, or maybe make them do it and talk about some principles and make them do it again. See, role playing is just a very simple thing. They use in many of the counseling sessions, therapy sessions and all of that. But who needs to take this child to a counseling center and therapy session and all that? You as parents can do it. But this also is a beautiful bonding space. I talked right now, I started with that. Relationship building is very important. That bonding space is very, very important. So do some role playing. This is what I wrote. Engage in role playing scenarios where they can practice responding to anger inducing situations. This develops problem solving and communication skills. It's not just problem solving, it's also communicate. How do I communicate? How do I take away that venom for a fight that is there, that poison that is there? How can I take away the poison so the fight doesn't happen? That anger doesn't, happen, so we can deal with that in a powerful way. May the Lord really bless you, give you wisdom. Raising children in today's world, it's a lot of challenges. We need God's wisdom. We need God's grace. May the Lord give you that grace. May the Lord give you His wisdom. Take care.